for 2 nights in a row because I completely forgot of the Bricklink designer program. Now, if it's going to go wrong, it's always going to go wrong with me. We've got some special guests in the background that'll be coming on later on. But right now, I'm very, very quickly just going to go over to the Bricklink designer program because it is not working properly. So over on series 6, let me actually share the page. That might be a good idea because that is a schoolboy error. So we need to share the screen and we need that. Look at that, I got carried away with myself. So it's on the countdown. 7 days, 1 hour, 53 minutes, 17 seconds. But look what's missing. The actual count. Now, it's starting to work a little bit better because as of 5 minutes ago, we had the off-road adventure and it didn't have the people's symbols. It all crashed. I'm sure that was a different price point as well. So I think they've had a little bit of problems on here. It is starting to kick back up because I went live smack on 4 o'clock, not live, but I went onto the website smack on 4 o'clock. The configuration was slightly different and the Outlaw Forest Den looked like it had maybe 1 or 2 people buy it in the first couple of minutes. I went back at the first half an hour mark and it's nothing had actually been past that point. So I went back about 20 minutes ago to do obviously set up for the live and I was looking at this and it just was not working properly because where everybody had the Brickster, the brick projects and everybody else, none of that was there. So fingers crossed, obviously they're all still available. It will now start working and we are going to keep jumping back to this. This is going to be like a tradition that we've done. I've done this with Jay plenty of times before when the last one, they had basically unlimited numbers. It broke well past the 30,000 window. And like I said, we've got a couple of special guests in today. I think Jay, if he can get in, he will. But I think he's extremely busy. So he might be there in the comment section. But look what I found. So go on the Lego website, type in this, Star Trek. Look what is on the Lego website as of now. So I didn't realize this was a thing. So you've got the Lego Star Trek coming soon. Boldly go where no one's gone before. Prepare for warp speed and resistance if futile. And then, of course, well, all the sound effects with it. And then it's just got the minifigure underneath. Let's be honest. That is a pretty cool thing. So that is what's coming soon to the Lego website. So that is what's coming soon. Bricklink, we're going to keep cracking on with. I am going to be building and carrying on building the Lego Death Star. So the Lego Death Star at the moment, if I go to a solo layout, is looking like this. So this is the solo layout. This is the bits and pieces just here. I am on bag 11, booklet 11, and we are going to be cracking on. Everybody that is in the back lurking away, good evening, good morning, and hello to everybody. And a special hello to this very important individual just here who I know it is well past her bedtime. So she should be fast asleep because it is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 1 a.m. at the moment over in the Philippines. So we have a special guest who I think has his camera set up. He looks like he's ready. He's sat beside Summer. So we're going to get him in a second once he's just moved some little bits and pieces around. And he is going to be doing a live, but he's going to be doing a build behind the scenes. And we're going to keep catching up with him as well. And like I said, we're going to keep jumping to this bit as we go with regards to this, because we need to make sure that this is actually working, because if this doesn't work, it's going to be an absolute nightmare. So we're going to be pinging between 3 things: me building the Death Star, figuring out if they're actually going to get the thing going across the bottom, because I would imagine in the next hour or so the Outlaw Forest Den will be sold out, and I want to see the numbers and everything. But of course, well, it's just not working. But let's invite the special guest to stage. Is he ready? Is he frozen? Not too sure. Is he there? It's his first time. I think he might have hit the wrong button. So what I'll do is I will carry on first with the build. And then when I see he's ready, I'll invite him in and he can let us know about all of the bits and pieces with regards to what he's doing behind the scenes. So bag number 11 for this massive thing. So where I've got to at the moment is this. So we are looking like this at the moment. We were live for a couple of hours yesterday doing some little bits and pieces. And like I said, we are going to be chopping between me doing this. Every time I finish a bag, we'll go back to the Bricklink Designer program to see if it's actually working. And then we'll be hopping between the special guests that we have, which is nice because we do want to rebuild back up the Lego community. Bag number 11 has a smaller bag. And then we have got the bigger bag as well. Like I was saying yesterday, got to be careful not losing the little bits and pieces. Now, there is a poll running. If anybody's bought anything from the Bricklink Designer program, it'd be very interesting to see what is what. Right, the special guest, it looks like he's ready. So I'm going to add the special guest to the stage. You two are coming in right now. Good evening to both of you. How are we?
Good evening. Yeah, we're fine.
Good. So, Mr. Lego King and Summer, I do believe, are currently building the haunted house. So, how are you getting on, and what stage are you up to?
Well, we've just opened it at the moment, which we're really excited about because Halloween's coming. So, Summer started it now at the moment, and yeah, we just got the pieces out myself. So we're on page 1, and there's 18 bags in total. So. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We're looking forward to it, indeed.
Yeah, it's a beautiful set. Now, in case people don't know which one you are building, I will share it with everybody right now because it's this. So it's actually the retired Lego Icons Lego Haunted House, which is a beautiful looking thing. So it is this one just here. Now, it's a chunk. And you're going to enjoy the chain on it because obviously it's a right pain in the ass when it comes to the bits and pieces. Now, have you got the duplicate minifigure? Because it's actually photoed in here, which I didn't realize it was actually pictured. Because a lot of people thought, as I did as well, you're only supposed to get one. But I don't know if they've owned up to their mistake and they've rechanged the photo. Do you have 2 of the same minifigure, or have you not got that far?
Yes, I heard about that. I actually heard about that. Apparently, you meant to get an extra minifigure, but we haven't opened it up that far yet. I think in bag 1 is no minifigure builds at the moment, which is unusual because most sets, you know, number 1 is the big figs.
That's it. It's a little bit different because normally you do get quite a lot of minifigures with all the little bits and pieces.
Yeah, that's right. Usually in the first bags you get a few minifigures, and I haven't seen them yet, so I'm looking forward to getting to that bit. Yeah, so we're on bag 1, 2, and 3, and I haven't seen one minifigure yet.
Well, as you can see on the screen now, just for everybody, so they can see exactly what it is you're building. We're off the screen now, so everybody should be able to see a little bit easier. Loads and loads of detail within the set. So you can see it's got the huge shaft in the middle, you've got the chain and everything, and then there's loads and loads of Easter eggs. Now, before I tuck in to the Death Star, do you want to share any of the Easter eggs that are within this set?
Yeah, basically, yeah. So basically, the set came out in 2020 on the 1st of June, so that was 5 years ago. And me and Summer love Halloween, and we actually love, it's one of our favorite themes. And what's so interesting about it, it's the manor of Boron Ban Boron, which come out in the Lego Adventures in 1998. And it was its only scene. And the haunted house has all the stolen relics where he's gone on these adventures. Now, what's so great about the set is that it has a lot of meaning and a lot of hidden Easter eggs in it. So it's got a tile plate, 1 by 1, from the 1998 Megatron, if anybody remembers it, like the space set.
Yes, indeed.
And everything. And as you know, on the Lego shield in the graveyard, as you said to me, is that guy Tancred? What's his name?
So EC is there, so that is very, very good. Yeah, Tiago EC. He is on the tombstone, if I remember rightly, and
that's
that
correct.
tombstone, if I can find it, is at the front.
If I have yes, if I show the guys at home. Oh, so it's pretty weird that this was in bag 1 TC. There it is.
Let me have a I'll make you a little bit bigger so everybody can see. Bear with. There we go. So you're in control now. So that is it. That is his initials, which is a great looking thing. And it's just right there on the inside. Now, I built this a while back, and it was up there with one of my favorite builds. It is
Yeah,
a fantastic build. Roof might be a little bit wonky. I mean, mine is because the cats are jumping on it, but you can motorize this set. I really like the color of this thing as well. I think it is a perfect Halloween build.
Yeah,
The fact that
I
you
agree.
waited
And
for Halloween.
I think for people that's never doesn't know anything about the set, there's so much great stuff. Like the ticket, it reads Lego, and it's in number form. So it's a 0937. So when you turn it upside down, and it was the first ticket they ever gave in the One Piece for the Lego Carousel. So the Lego Carousel and the Haunted House has the same ticket, and it's quite interesting that it spells Lego. And there's just so much great things inside the Haunted House, and obviously it's a drop tower, right? For anybody that doesn't know.
It is. So that drop tower goes right from the top. So it's got a big flap at the top just here, which I did a live stream, and I'm talking 2020 time, and my flap fell off, and it's never been found. I am flapless on my set still to this day. But that was, but you can see just in that photo that you've got the chain, and each one of them is an individual link. So you're going to have, I think that's just like one big bag where you've got to lay out all the chains, like 200 links or something, and it wraps all the way up. It's all moving parts. So yeah, you're gonna, I think you're gonna really enjoy that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep jumping back to the Terrible Twosome throughout my live build of this, and they're going to keep us up with how they're getting on. So what have you done so far before we move on?
What have we done so far? So basically, we've opened it up. We've got the first book out. We've got the first base plate. So Summer's there.
Nice. Hang on, Summer. Let me get you big. There you go. So you're on the bottom base plate. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 16 by 16s, aren't they?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
And then we found out some of the prints on the 1B1 tiles as well.
Nice.
That spells the hieroglyphs inside. Spell Lego. So that was pretty interesting. So it's a bit like you told me about the Ninjago Gardens, where they've got the little references. So inside there's a Sphinx, and it spells that. And the organ is another mystery. The organ was the designer. There it is. And it has 13 pipes on it. And apparently he was an organ player as well. And the TC is also on the most popular ship in the bottle, if anyone got that. So it was a ship in the bottle.
That was when Lego Ideas was like a more of a Lego Ideas than what it is now. So I think Lego Ideas, I think Bricklink has taken over Lego Ideas, and Lego Ideas, the sets changed so much. What people vote for is not what they get. But back then, that was that ship in the bottle. That ship in the bottle was insane. So what I'm going to do is these two are going to build. So these two are going to build in the background, so they can enjoy their build off stream, but they're just going to be in the waiting room. Every time I do a bag and we check the Bricklink designer, we'll invite these two back on, and they can show us the progress of what they've made. And that way you can just enjoy the build. So, dude, I'll catch back up with you two in about 10 minutes or so.
That's brilliant.
If you find any other Easter eggs out as you're going through, then obviously share it with everybody. But just remember, when you're in the waiting room, nobody can hear you, so you can do whatever it is that you need to do. So, Mr. Lego King, I will catch up with you both in a second. So those two are in the back, so those two now can chill out. Now that is the very, very first time Mr. Lego King and his good daughter have been on the live stream, so thank you very much indeed for joining. So we are, like I said, going through my Lego Death Star. We have just covered what Mr. Lego King is building, and it is nice because I have got a massive soft spot for this set as well. With regard, and if it was Deadpool, I'd also say a hard spot for this set, but we got a soft spot and a hard spot for this set with regards to just how nice it is. But I'll keep that open in the background. But what we want to do is see if this is working, and then I can start bag number 11. Still not showing us what it is that we want to see, which is not ideal. I want to see exactly what number they're at. So I'm going to do bag number 11, see where we get to, and then just see if I'm going to have to come off the site and come back on, because they have done a thing with at least a countdown, everything is still working. So you're with me. I will make myself larger, like so. And now we are on bag number 11 for this. Now, I have changed the lighting up here ever so slightly. It's not as bright in front of me, and I've got a different light behind. So hopefully it's not as dark as what it was yesterday. Because I watched a little bit of it back. I was like, oh, it's a little bit dark, and it was casting shadows and things like that. So it's just a learning curve for me, because I have had to redo my whole room with regards to actually being able to build this thing. Because remember, it's 3 base plates wide, it's 3 base plates tall, and it is massive, 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 massive. So we are so far for bag number 11. I've got 4 minifigures on the go. And I'm saying that slowly because I cannot find his legs. Ooh. I was about to say we've got three troopers, Luke and an admiral. Now, I did say yesterday that it went so well yesterday. I can imagine it going wrong today. But I did double check the bags. Don't tell me that they haven't added. We can't start my part of the live stream like this. There's no way. It's just a white pair of legs. Nothing's fallen off. Nothing's moved. Ah, well, I have a torso. So we will carry on and see if it appears. And if it doesn't appear, because he hasn't got his... Oh, there's his weapon. So I've got the head, the weapon, and the helmet. But the only thing that could be is 2 bag 11s. But there hasn't been double bag for anything else. And there hasn't been any spare pieces either. We haven't had any spare pieces at all. Lighting is just enough. We can see everything clearly. Thanking you very much indeed. Good evening to you again from the Philippines. So we have more Philippine support than we do from the UK, which is always nice. And I am absolutely roasting in here today for some reasons. I've been running around like a headless chicken. So we will see how this goes. And as we were saying yesterday, minus what not being able to find there we go. Got the legs. The legs were underneath this. You'd never have guessed, would you? You would never have seen that on the table. They were stuck. They were stuck underneath. So we are not missing any pieces whatsoever. But what I was about to say is you also don't get any spare bits either. Very, very, very few spare bits. We've got less bits than we do bags at the moment, which isn't... Well, I don't know. Well, it's not ideal because I never do anything with the spare. I don't do anything with the spare bits normally anyway. But it's quite interesting to see how they have saved on giving out too many spare pieces. So it's always the way. What we got going on in here? We've got all sorts going on. Right. Okay. Yeah. So feel free to chit chat amongst yourselves. Mr. Lego King, obviously, yesterday was in the chat, but now he is building away with his little one. And we are basically going to be racing just to see how he gets on and how I get on with bag number 11. Now, I know, I've got a funny feeling, the bag sizes for that one are a little bit bigger than this. So hopefully, once I get into the rhythm of it, and might need. Yeah, this is now blocking the light. So this is starting to become a bit of a problem because I can't see very well. Didn't think that through, did I? Didn't think that through. You can see me, but I can't. This is now casting such a shadow. Can't really see the pieces. Can't really see the pieces very well. What can I do with that? If I put you there, yeah, did that. Turn you up a smidge, I think. Turn you up a smidge. So these are big old lights. So that's a bit better. I think I can see a little bit. I think that's a little bit better for me. I can see a little bit more, which is ideal. So now the fact I can see what I'm doing, we should just be able to carry on and continue. So where are we at? So there's two studs on that. That one's open. So we're on step 270, page 166. I'm confused already. This has not started like it did yesterday. Yesterday was nice and smooth. Today, not so much. Right, actually, I think we're going again. Right, no, we're good. We're good, I think. Can't quite tell if that's correct or not. I said yesterday, if you start making mistakes early on, you're in serious trouble, which is not ideal. So we're starting to do different bits and pieces. I'm just going to check in the background to see if is the Bricklink working yet? No. Come on, current series. If anybody can see on their own, I should actually check on my phone actually, because I'll have to do that in a minute and just see. The countdown's working, everything's fine, but the actual bits aren't doing fantastically well with regards to the actual countdown of the sets, which I'm not 100% sure. Not 100% sure why. Put that one on there. That one there. That one at the top. Got another one up there, and that comes round. So we are starting to get. I know this is in the wrong place. I'm going to swap this around. I'm going to switch this around so you can actually see what's going on. That will go there. That just makes a lot more sense. I think. Right. Because if you've never built these instructions before, if you do get the lighting a little bit funny and a little bit wrong, really difficult to see the page because it reflects quite a lot, especially when it's darker pieces as well. The line is fine, but it's still not the most ideal scenario. But we're flush on that. So in the last couple of bags, they did use lots and lots of brighter colours just to break it all up. So we've got all sorts of bits in, and there was a couple of Easter eggs that they added in. And Mr. Lego King himself, we're going over all of his Easter eggs that he'll be finding in his set as it comes through. Because, like I said, that haunted house is amazing. Really is a beautiful set. I have fond memories of actually building that because I couldn't put the chain on because I had just picked up Rocky and Pumpkin. They were both kittens, and I was building it downstairs. They never, ever attacked any of the Lego stuff that I did. But the second I started to put that chain together and it started to dangle, they both jumped up. They started both thinking it was a toy. So it took a long time to get mine as an actual working thing. Right, step 279, page 168. So we did 10 bags yesterday. We're not going to get anywhere near that today, but we are just going to be on here for a little while and just basically see what we can do. But now I can actually see what I'm doing with the light. That does make it a little bit easier. But the amazing thing is how they start doing all this. It's lots and lots and lots of this is what they start to do. Just with everything. Kenneth, hang on. There we are. Good evening, or say good evening, good morning, good afternoon, sorry, should I say. So we have Kenneth from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm sitting here watching my favorite YouTuber mate, who I'm looking up to while waiting to clock in at 1:45 and working. Oh, it's going to be a long shift. It's going to be a long shift for you, but I'm glad you've jumped in and said hello. Hopefully it's not too hot and it's not horrendous. Hello. We are doing today we're building the UCS Death Star. We're on bag number 11, step 279, page 168. But we're also checking out the Bricklink designer program stuff, which I've got this in the background, and it's not working properly. So don't forget the Bricklink stuff went live 2.5 hours ago for this series. Everything was working perfectly fine up until about 10 minutes before this live stream. And it's almost like it crashed. So they are, I think, because if I click this, I can obviously pre-order it on the Lego website. I'm going to, but it says funded. Right, okay. We can figure it out that way. All right. So where are we at? So that's funded. So the Art Factory has now funded. The Outlaw Den obviously would have funded. Yeah, that's funded. The gold mine says it's funded as well. That doesn't surprise me whatsoever. We are Off-Road Adventures says it's funded. Are we funded already for all of them? Yes. So every single one of these then, if this is working correctly, is going to go in into production. Now, did you get something? No. So obviously with all the different time differences and everything like that. So this went live in the UK for me at 4 p.m. and I got straight online at 4 p.m. just to basically monitor it. So I don't want anything from this series. Within the first couple of minutes, the Outlaw Forest Den had moved. All of the others hadn't. And then within the first half hour, nothing had funded. And I was thinking to myself, well, that doesn't seem like it's working properly. And then 10 minutes before going live, so what, 35 minutes ago, I think the whole website crashed. So we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, it's not going to be a pig for everybody, because the last one, well, it was really easy, because there were so many units available for everybody. And then obviously it funded and it got extended and it got extended again, because I was doing it live with Jay at the time. We couldn't quite figure out how nothing had sold out. So what did you get yourself? The whole morning was a nightmare. So I'm assuming you had to queue and wait to get in for those bits and pieces. And Kenneth is saying that it's rainy, but I'm still having a fantastic day. Well, I wouldn't say it's definitely a Lego blunder. That is definitely true. There's no, the YouTube master, our take, but a disaster at the same time is definitely it's definitely the case. So the fact that I drop absolutely everything, but like I said yesterday, we're trying to recreate a nice Lego healthy community. We've got Mr. Lego King in the background building his haunted house. So I'll just get him in for 2 seconds. So there he is building his bits and pieces. How are you getting on, sir?
Yeah, we're getting on all right. Thank you very much. We're flying actually, so we're getting there. We've got we're on badge 7 at the moment. Someone's going to show it.
Yeah. Oh wow, that is shooting up. So with that, obviously it's a split build. You've got 16 by 16 base plates, and it's a chunky booklet as well. So you've got the old school A4 page booklet, whereas I got the more skinny one. Yeah, so you've got the fat chunk, and I've got the length. So mine's slightly different to yours. But you carry on with that show in the background, and I'll catch back up with you shortly. So yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get all the different bits and pieces together. But thank you for subscribing, Kenneth. That means a lot. So we're going to be doing live streams as much as possible, all this kind of stuff. And of course, we've got the disaster series, which is exactly what it is in the name: me moving stuff and dropping bits and pieces. And this basically sums up this live stream with regards to this series. Will it work by the time we finished? Because I even thought, I could just go live for the first half hour and see what's what. And didn't really seem to do too much. But Series 7 doesn't interest me. Series 8 next year, I've got 2 that I want to try and get, I think. But this one, the one that I did want was the potentially the tree trail. But I don't really think I've got space for it. I know certain individuals want the gold mine and the Outlaw Forest Den, and I would like to hear from Jay, because I don't know if he can sign in and actually buy them. So I'd like to know somebody that has actually been able to buy something, because I don't know how easy it is going for everybody. So fingers crossed you get what you want and it doesn't sell out in the next half hour, especially if there's website issues. Just brought a replica Millennium Falcon UCS. Nice. Yeah, well, that's it. It is what it is. I've always said this with certain bits and pieces. When things are expensive, it is what it is. So if you got yourself it and you're happy, good for you. That's exactly, it is because of the price increases and things. They are very, very, very expensive. And I made this very clear yesterday that for me, for this, I basically made a sacrifice. Gave back the Lion Knight's castle because that hadn't been, it was still in the shipper box. Used all my points, didn't spend anything on it. There was no way I could have bought this otherwise. So sacrifices had to be made for me. And I think that's the case for a lot of the stuff when it comes to the much when it comes to the much larger sets, I don't think you've got a choice. Right, you can see from there? I think you can. So what we're doing now, we've got the bottom platform. This looks like it's the other curve. We've got the bit in the middle where the minifigures stand on. Don't forget, I finished the live stream yesterday in a disaster because I had to add all of the stickers. And that was after the 3-hour window. So that was a right roll pain in the backside. So with this one, we're grey side down, black side up. But they've given you all these lips. So it basically slides, I'm assuming, it slides on itself. And where does it go to? No. No. Where do you sit? How does that work? Now, am I being special? Very good possibility. That all looks right. I must have. Have I missed a layer? Must have. We've got black, grey, multicoloured, black and grey, grey and grey. Oh, is it stepped? And it's just a horrible, horrible, horrible photo. Oh, that is disgusting. That photo is vile. So we are looking at step 283, page 169. I built the thing correctly, but we have a huge step backwards, and it looks like it's supposed to be level. But the one grey piece is sticking out by quite a way. And obviously when things like that happen, you start to question life. And I'm still questioning life because the bottom's level. I am confused. I don't understand. Let's see if it rectifies it. It's not going to. Eh? Oh, panic stations now. What is going on with this? Either I've missed. I was about to say, either I've missed a million steps, which I have, because what I've done is I've opened. What an absolute plonk. I've got the minifigure, turned the page. I've missed the whole page of 164, which is giving it the length at the bottom for this bit to go on. So if I add that bit, and then I add a 3, you can tell. Told you, yesterday went far too smoothly. So today it deserves all to go completely wrong. So we've got the grill and we've got that bit. So that adds in all of that. Then this bit now goes over the top. And now we are flush. What a pleb. Right, we are all on. The one thing we've got to be so careful with, that's the first bit that's fallen off as well, is that. Because it is just Lego pieces, you've got to be really careful when you start to push it all together. Ooh. We are not having a good time at the moment. That bit seals that bit. I've said this multiple times before. If you make a mistake, you're in serious trouble. And that bit, I don't know. That isn't facing the right way. It's that bit that's fallen off. That whole thing isn't facing. What? I'm panicking now. I am panicking. Right, Kenneth, goodbye. Enjoy the rest of your shift. I do apologise. I was too busy focusing on that. So where are we? I had to get that because I had to save up for my car. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's it. Don't blame you. That's it. Good evening, Ravenger 3053. Hopefully you are having a good evening. You've all jumped in at the right time of me making an absolute mockery of this. The bit that I've knocked off, I just put back on completely the wrong way. So once I get actually into the swing of things, we should be good. So that bit actually is the wrong way. So that bit needs to come off. That bit needs to spin round and go back underneath, which I do believe, if I watch this back, would be how it would have been. Right, so that bit's now back on properly. That bit is now back on properly. Now, I was saying yesterday, because you've got to lift this up and make sure the bits are on at the bottom, I didn't, and that's where it went wrong. So now we are going to be adding this bit back on, which is going to go there. So that now slits in the groove, sits on, and everything is flush. Happy days. We've done a thing. We have done a thing, and we are going, which is good. So, right, let's carry on. So that took ages. Step 283. Mr. King and his good lady daughter were now finished. They probably finished the whole of the haunted house. Someone's probably laughing, going, "Yeah, I've done that bag. What's taking you so long?" So we will jump over as soon as I finish bag 11 and see what's going on. So we know that if there's any pieces left whatsoever, it's a disaster, because there shouldn't be any. Well, he says there shouldn't be any piece. There is more pieces. So there's more bags than spare pieces with this so far. Now, I've got the option. I could potentially go live again tomorrow. I might do tomorrow and Thursday just to break the back of this actual set. If not, it will be Thursday. So we'll just sort of have to wait and see and play it by ear and just see exactly what is going on. But yeah, because it's all Lego pieces rather than the Technic, so that bit adds on. Now, this is the bit that starts to worry me a little bit, because I'm sure it's going to be sturdy enough, but when it starts to layer, you've got those little pieces. This is where, there we go. You start to push it, and I'm scared to push it too much because it starts to break. That's where I've always said Technic and Lego doesn't really mix when it comes to that kind of thing. But they must have confidence in this set because they're asking me to tip it over again. So I don't know if they're just doing that to try and show off. But that's it, tipped. So that's what it looks like. That's the arse end of this set. And like I said yesterday, the green does help a little bit. And I'm thinking is it that one? Or is it a smaller one? The smaller one will go there. That will leave 3 studs, which is that one there. Happy days. Now, are they just going to keep telling you to turn it? No. We're staying on here. So this is how... Oh, this is going to be interesting. And we're going to have to do this every single time. As I did say yesterday, the one thing that does give me confidence is the amount of times it overlays everything just to give it that strength. But I've still got this sort of thing in my head of when I asked the member of staff, is it okay to move? And I got that not a chance, good luck, and then just got told yes, but ours is glued together. Didn't fill me with confidence, but it can't be any worse than the Star Destroyer. Now, that is the bit. That bit is pushed in tight. I'm expecting a big pop. There we go. So remember, I did the handles and stuff yesterday, which was another weird and wonderful thing because it sort of goes against everything that you think how it should work. But how they get the shapes on this with that curve, it is very, 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 very clever. So if anybody's building anything in the background, then obviously please do let me know. Obviously we've got plenty of people in and out and watching and liking. And I think, how is the poll getting on? Let's have a look on the poll. So we are looking at, across the board. So we've got 9 votes, 22% for the off-road, 22% for the art factory, gold mine is 33. And the one that I thought would be most popular, that's why I put it together, is down to 22. I'm just looking behind the scenes at the Bricklink, and so far, as you can see, there isn't anything, which is a little bit of a shame. Right, what we got on this one? So hey there, I've just pre-ordered the Outlaw Forest Den as my first purchase ever. Army of Wolfpack, Beastman. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that is the thing. That's why I thought that would have gone within the first half hour, because everybody was going mental for those minifigures. But over in the UK, it's not giving me the numbers. So congratulations to you. I've got 1 or 2 Bricklink scents in the past. They are incredible. I've actually got the castle with the snowy roof from Series 1 just behind. And that build was amazing. So you will really, really enjoy that. It's a bit of a bug with regards to the Bricklink stuff as well, because the building techniques are completely different. Just remember, you've got to download the instruction booklet in like 6 months' time from the Lego website. So if you've never used that, then obviously it takes a little bit of getting used to with regards to that, because it doesn't come with the booklet. But you soon get your head around how it all works, and it's really, really easy. So you'll be absolutely fine. So no, congratulations to you on that. I'm glad it's working for people, and people are getting their orders in. But it is a bit weird that you can't see how well it's doing. So I am hoping by the end of this stream we'll actually have some sort of stats. But at the same time, I'm quite excited about the Star Trek bit I saw. I thought that was a pretty cool thing. Right, so we've got 2 more pieces. So we have no spare. We've got 1 spare bit. That's it. I'm not too sure if that was even from that set. So that's a couple of bags that have had no spare pieces whatsoever. And all of that now, there is no studs on show at all. So that is bag number 11 done. We're about to tuck into bag 12. Mr. Lego King, how are you getting on? So how are you getting on, you two?
Yeah, we're getting on really, really great.
Good, good. Have you seen anything from the Bricklink? Is it working your end or not?
No, it's not sort of like working from our end at the moment. No.
At least it's not just my internet then. So it seems to be around the world they're ordering sets, but here we're struggling. So what does it look like, Summer? What does it look like? Can you pick it up still? Is it not? It's not too fragile. No. Careful. Be careful. If you can't do it, don't worry. Oh, nice. Yeah, building all the walls around it. See, it's packed of detail as well, which I think you two will appreciate, because there's just detail everywhere. So,
well, yeah, we've got the graveyard there. Look with the TC.
Hang on,
that's
I
good
will make you solo. There we go. So everybody can see now. So you're in charge. So yeah, the graveyard's in front of the little pumpkin, and that's got the initials from the designer on, and it's on the flap as well. So those hinges get stronger and stronger as it goes. So at some point, you're going to struggle to pick it up. So just be careful that you don't start knocking the walls through. So you can't pick it up. Just obviously tilt the phone down or something instead. So just be careful, Sam. I don't want you to break it.
We found out one more. We found out one more interesting fact, which was pretty cool, and that was on. It's got Roman numerals on the set, which is VM V11, and that means 6007, which is the Lord Dark Knight set from 1997 Lego system. So that's
nice.
Yeah.
So
we found that.
I've got the original Adventures stuff, which is what all those Easter eggs are part of. And when I built the set, I was like, I can't believe, because what Summer's just shown with the candles in front, that's in one of the tombs. That's in one of like the Pharaoh sets. So it's basically their version of Indiana Jones. That's what that is. But I'm glad you two are enjoying. So I'll leave you to carry on, and I'll let you jump back in a little bit. Right. So what have we got? We have some nice comments coming through today. This is I'm starting to blush. Thank you very much. Hey, mate, just want to tell you that I love your reviews. Always different and unique from everyone else. Very helpful. Good. I'm not going to lie. It's a lot of work. And I know they're long-winded, but I don't like to hide the fact that if it falls apart, it falls apart. It's sort of like if I'm going to move bits and pieces, and I did this yesterday with this, like this is one of the first sets I've been able to, from a Star Wars perspective, been able to pick up, spin it around and throw it about. Whereas I think you all know what happened with the Falcon and other little bits and pieces like that. So that's why I quite like, I'm now doing this live so you guys can see everything. And then I'll still do the reviews and everything as well. I really enjoy doing the comparison stuff. I think that's really, really nice. And the fact that I managed to do the Bricklink thing and the last couple of Bricklink ones, like the Art of Chocolate, it's just so good. It really is beautiful. The other one that I've got, the Harbour Master, I still having problems with the fence, but I think that might be down to me of what I've done. But the rest of the build looks great. So yeah, hopefully for you and your set that you're getting. So let's actually, while we're talking about it, I've got the thing open up in the background because obviously we're going to keep jumping between everything. This is what we are talking about. So it says it's funded. I don't know if you can see your end how many units have sold, but here it's still not showing anything. It's a great looking thing. Now, again, with this website, you can't actually zoom in on the photos compared to everything else, which is a little bit of a pain. But you've got some of the Lion Knights team in it as well. So again, that's the Lion Knights castle is what I gave back to be able to do what I'm doing now, which is fine. This was on my shopping list. I was very, very tempted to get this instead and not do what I'm doing now. But I thought, no, I want to do this because, well, I enjoy putting the bigger sets together and I get to live this set through everybody else that is enjoying it. So it's nice to know that nice people are getting this set and they're going to build it and they're not buying two to sit on it to buy. And I wonder how many people are skeptical with regards to getting two, because there was what, 30,000, 40,000 of the other ones that were made. And I think it bombed the value of bits and pieces, which, you know, sucks for some people, but if you're not doing it to resell, then you know it is what it is. So I'm on bag number 12. This thing is basically, well, it's upside down, and we will just carry on. Now I've got to keep asking the team that are building the haunted house what bag number they're on, because this is really nice bite-sized chunks. I think there's 75 bags or something like that as well. I think, you know, there's a lot of them with regards to bits and pieces. So we've got another trooper. So we are storming through these. What I haven't said, not that it makes a difference, is the skin tone of all of them. Not that you're going to see them are completely different. So we've got like ice white, more of a pale skin. We've got black skin as well. We've got all sorts of. We've got so far, I think. We've got, that's a female, that's a male. So we've got one male, one female, and then another female. So again, all different skin tones on here, which you're never going to see because obviously they've got their helmets on. But it's a nice touch, I think. And obviously, what we saw from the film for the first time when they took the helmet off and you actually remember that they are human beings, then it's quite a nice thing. It's just that they just need to go to a shooting range, don't they? I think that should have been an Easter egg in this. They should have had like a little shooting range on the back with all the targets missed or something, because they can't shoot for love or money. Right, so this looks like it's a separate build anyway, so that can stay on its backside. We will see what we're doing here and then just basically tuck in. So got to figure out a little bit of a better place to put this instruction. Can I do that? No. I need to get the shine somehow. That's too dark. Don't know. I need to get the shine off the instruction booklet because it's a bit close to that light. It's very shiny paper that they've used on this one. I didn't have that problem yesterday because the instruction booklet was at where this is, but this is getting so big it's blocking the light. So I think every time this evolves, I'm going to have to keep tweaking where I've got stuff. So you might have to live there, maybe. The light goes right beside it, and then I can put this to the left and the instruction booklet to the right. So I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out as we go, because obviously, like I keep saying, this is 3x3 base plates. So that's why I'm doing it where the big block of cheese was. And yeah, it's it's going to be an interesting thing. But with regards to anybody else that is obviously in the background, we've got loads of people in and out, which is fantastic. So I do appreciate all of that. Let me know what you get from the Bricklink thing. Let me just double check on the poll. So we are 22, 22, 33, 22. So it looks like the gold mine is winning at the moment. So like I said, I can't see. I cannot see what is going on with it because it's just not working properly. Can I go out? I don't know whether to leave the Bricklink thing and come completely back in. Maybe that's what I do. Let's do that. So let's share that instead. Let's go back. I'm just typing in the Bricklink coding again. Share that tab. So we should be now back to the Bricklink. No, still being a little bit fussy and funny, which is a little bit of a shame, but it is what it is. So we will carry on. We'll carry on with this. Oh, thank you very much indeed. No, appreciate that. So yeah, just drop a comment if there's actually any sets that you'd like me to do a comparison of. Then obviously just let me know because I've got plenty of other sets that I haven't really thought about doing bits and pieces. So yeah, I could easily do some if it helps people out because I enjoy doing those kind of things, and it just gives me something to do. So right. Seem to, for some reason, within this, they seem to add in quite a lot of the yellow buttons as well. For whatever reason, I don't know. But they do seem to enjoy doing that. But we will now try and pick up the pace on this bag. And just see where we're at. So that is step 289, page 183. So step 299 is 2 of those. So again, I did say yesterday, I did appreciate that the pieces are quite big and easy to find. I know I'm struggling a little bit because I've messed up my own lighting for this one. That's not so much that, it's just that is such a big block. It's in the way. But it's still, when you get into a bit of a rhythm, it still seems to be pleasant enough to put together. I'm just more intrigued of when it starts going up and up and up and up. Am I going to have to do a live stream stood up? That's what I'm intrigued about because, yeah, I don't know. I do not know. So we've got a door frame there. That is there. Where are we at? We're at the 52-minute mark. So I'm going to be on for another hour. I'm going to be on until 7 o'clock. So if Mr. King needs to leave at any point, obviously you can just let me know, sir. It's not a problem at all. If you need to grab yourself some food and stuff, then obviously guys can carry on. Once I finish this bag, we'll be checking back in with those two and just seeing how they're getting on with the actual build. I keep making silly mistakes like that. I'm never going to get this finished. Right, that is that way. Right, there we go. So that's what I need. I need a little bit of support at the top. There it is. And now we're putting this straight across the top. Again, if I put all the pieces in, it would work. Definitely got to sort out this lighting. That is my excuse for this live stream. I'm sticking with it. But I did jinx myself yesterday because it went so smoothly yesterday. It was like a dream yesterday. I can't tell if there's an overhang there or not. I am lost. I'm doing very well with this today. When did that bit go in? think that's there. 4 studs. Oh, I was right. I thought it was overhanging, but it's not. Talking absolute nonsense. Right, let's actually get in. So, no, we've got to tip this back over again now. So, this is now going forward on itself. So we have got some movement with this. So again, this is how big this thing is looking with regards to everything. It's massive. But now we are adding on, starting to go up. So it looks like we've got a side room. Lots of colour. So I'm assuming you're going to cover all the colour. Where is this going to rest? So that's got to sit on those 4. That sits on those 4. And then happy days. Right, so that's the bit over the handle is where that is. So you've got the handle flap just underneath. I've just got a message from Jay. He said he got both sets that he want. I'm going to ask him the question live. Is it working? The Bricklink working okay. So he's told you he was a busy boy, but he got both sets. So that is what I was intrigued about. So I'm glad he has got what he wanted, which is great. Let's go back to this. Is this working? No. Guarantee the second I finish, it will start to work in. That's Series 8, Series 7, so Series 6. I don't know. Can't do anything about it. We'll keep checking back and we'll just see what it's doing. Right, okay. Right, so that bit is on. That's what that bit looks like just there. And you can see how quickly this is getting bigger. It's going to get huge, I think. But I think now we're going to go back across the other way, maybe. So I'm assuming we're just going to be going across every single time. And we're adding on quite a lot of bits. So that goes there. That bit goes underneath. And what we got? We've got some length. 2 lengths. And then we repeat those 2. And then we've got 4. Happy days. Right, moving on to the next bit. We have that one. And then we've got that one. Oh, there's loads of bits on here. So when I said to you about, well, I said, again, if I repeat myself and you were here yesterday, I do apologise. But when I said about the instruction booklet and it having, when they print it really close to the edge, half those pieces I can even see. So luckily, I can. So I did it. I didn't mess it up because that would have been embarrassing having to go, oh, but adding all these strips. We got longer one. So this is all on the back. So this is adding in more depth because it looks like we're going to be putting more stuff on. So don't forget this set is a full base plate in depth. So it is a very, very chunky thing. And it's impressive. I said it blew compared to what the photos were like. I think it's incredible in person. Right, let's have a look at this one. So you guys as Star Wars fans think how this set will go down in history of the Lego Star Wars sets. A classic or a flop? As a rating of 3 stars of 5 on the Lego website so far. That is a very, very good point. I think we can all agree that the OG at the moment for longevity seems to be the Falcon. It seems there seems to be, everybody has a thing on the Falcon. In fact, I'm going to get, because Mr. Lego King is a huge Star Wars fan, I'm just going to get him in on this chat as well. So we've had a question both saying that, so you guys as a Star Wars fan, how do you think this set, which is the one that I'm doing now, will go down in history of the Lego Star Wars set? Do you think it'll be a classic or a flop? It has a rating of 3 stars of 5 on the Lego website so far.
I think that's going to be a big hit and a miss. Yeah, that's a good question, guys. for me, being a Star Wars fan, I think it would be a hit. And maybe in the future, not so much now because of the price of it, but being that the scale of it and the detail of it, and being that I know being a child from like in the 70s when Star Wars first come out, you can know how much those toys are worth, the original toys by Kenner. So it's not a greatest time to be into Lego right now with all the UFC stuff coming out and the Sail Barge and the Death Star. Yeah, I think it's going to be really, really iconic. And with inflation going up in the future, who knows, in many years to come, it's going to be one of those sets that will be in a little history box where you couldn't get it or your rival couldn't get it because of the price, and it becomes really then more valuable. So yeah, I do. Your answer to the question is yes. I think that it's very iconic. I think it's a hit.
Yeah, I think what it's going to be for a lot of people, I think it's going to be a slow burner. I think that's the way to put it, because I wasn't paying any attention when the Falcon first came out, and obviously that came out a good while ago. There always seems to be a massive buzz about bits and pieces. Obviously, the shelf life will determine how much of a success the guys think this is. Now, what I'm talking about the shelf life, if I just get that comment down, over my shoulder, where are we? I might have to make myself big for this one. Hang on 2 seconds. So over my shoulder, there is a huge Statue of Liberty. So that Statue of Liberty was out for the Lego Movie 2. And I think when the Legoland Windsor opened up in April, I was there by mistake for an event at a weekend. I stayed at the hotel, and it was like friends and family, and somehow I still managed to book a ticket into the hotel, walk round, and they had loads of them in what used to be the old Star Wars bit. That was in April. Yeah. Managed to pick that up, and I was the first one to get it because that was the set that I wanted, and it was discontinued by September of the same year. And now that thing is worth 3-4 times the amount of money. It's worth an absolute fortune. So if
it was one of those sets I wanted to get as well, and it's got the Easter eggs, hasn't it, in the back of the Statue of the Liberty's head, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got loads of stuff.
It's really such a cool.
If this does not sell and it becomes a flop and it's only out for 24 months, it will skyrocket. The second-hand market on this thing, which is terrifying when it's so much money. But I don't think we will know until a year or so with regards to how it's going. I think it's one of those of when people see it in store, it will change their mind. And I honestly do believe that Lego need to update the photos on the Lego website, because the photos on the Lego website are dreadful. It is so bad on the Lego website. I can't fathom enough how different it is. But I think because a lot of people don't think it to be complete because it doesn't have the grey bit in front, or it's not a sphere or anything like that. This, I keep saying, it's once you get your head around it, it's more literally it's like a slice of history of the Death Star.
Yeah, you're right. It's a diorama, isn't it? It's a diorama.
It's just a huge diorama. It's a history of the Death Star. But also, I think the other thing that I think will determine how popular this will be in the future will be once this is discontinued and what people think of the next one. Because if all of a sudden they make a circle and go, oh, it's nowhere near as good as the last one, people then want to start backtracking this one. So at the moment, I've seen some of the people with regards to the ratings. I can see how people are really peeved with regards to the giveaway purchase, and it's not right that it's a giveaway, and it isn't. There's no way that this was the giveaway purchase was never designed as an afterthought because they've left space for it. It should come with it, period. So the whole of the lifespan of this set has to come with that giveaway purchase. And I'd like it if Lego did change their mind eventually and go, yeah, we messed up on that, we're sorry, and it would just carry on. I don't care what it does to the secondhand market because it's not what you're getting those sets for. But a lot of people are also saying on the website it looks awful without the minifigures in. Well, I'm looking at the Venator now. Yes, it looks great as a set, and you can't see any of the minifigures. But this is a diorama set. You're supposed to be able to take photos and stuff with it, so it's different. And I think
Well,
Once
that's
people,
quite a funny comment you just made there, detached Brick. But because if you think about it, um, most most sets, as you know, already come. You know what they're saying about, like, you know, they could have done better with the instructions. Yeah, I agree, and totally the box artwork and that. But it's like with
yeah,
any set, if you take the minifigures out of it, it looks absolutely bare. So it's not just that set. I mean,
yeah.
the Chinese New Year, for instance. I mean, if you haven't got a few people in there, it's like a city. If there's nobody is going to be in it, it's going to look empty, isn't it?
No, that's
So
it. I
look at
think they
that
need.
one.
I think they need more. I think they need more minifigures with this.
Yeah,
And
you
I
know.
think, you know, if it's
How
going to be
many
one of them,
minifigures does it
you see
come
a lot
with in
more.
total?
It's 35 figures, I think it comes with, and it's nowhere near enough.
Okay.
So it's the highest brick count set period so far. There's nowhere near enough minifigures in it. You need duplicates. You get 3 Lukes. I think you get 3 others and other bits and pieces. I think you
Well,
only get
as you
one ogre.
pointed out, as the people at home, as they know, as you said, the brick count worked out to 10p a brick.
Well, this is
So
it. So
therefore, you could always break it down. Yeah, it was going to be worth it
there's
running
no.
in the future.
It's weird, isn't it? There's no Star Wars tax on this one, so we're not even arguing about the Star Wars tax. It's just it's a lot of
Yeah.
money, but even if it wasn't the money, do people like the design? I think that's what it comes down with. And also what we got about the giveaway. So what about the giveaway? Do you think they might be bringing it back again down the line, and that they, like they did with the Smee? To be honest, I just don't think they should get rid of it. I've got the giveaway here. I've got it easy to hand, he says. Where is it? It's on the table. Oh, there it is. And there's no way that this thing here should be not part of the set, period. And I don't understand. I don't mind when they do giveaway purchases and it adds to the set, or you get like minifigures and things like that, because I think the giveaway purchase is going to be more important for the Star Trek than what it is for this one, because I think this one you can actually build. I think you can actually get the pieces, make the rack, put it in. If you weren't fussed about the box, I don't think it matters. Whereas with the Star Trek, it comes with an exclusive minifigure. So Lego King, I'll catch back at you in about 10 minutes, sir. So keep building
Yeah,
away. How are you getting on? What bag number are you on?
Yeah, we're on bag actually, bag 3, but we've got one little problem. We've got a brick that's left over that shouldn't be in there. So
Yeah. If I remember rightly, that was also a thing. There was pieces in wrong bags, if I remember.
okay, because it's really freaking us out at the moment. I've just kept going over it and over it and over it and over
Keep
it
it to one
again.
side because it might be in the next bag.
Okay.
Because
Okay,
I
I was gonna.
remember it was at that day and age where certain things were going a little bit wrong with certain
Yeah,
bits.
I look for the people at home. Look, we've got this far, and I've literally looked at the scale of it, and it's 8x8 up, and we're on this page, the last page before opening bag
5,
3.
4, 3.
3,
Okay, yeah.
3. And that's where we're gonna get to the minifigures. Is that the is that the yeah.
Yeah.
And but yeah, we had this brick out, so it was quite concerning. So me and Summers backtracked it, but I can't see anything that I've done wrong. So yeah.
No, well, just see. I think if I remember rightly, because obviously I did this years ago. I found it later on. There was a couple of problems with this set. I think because you got an extra minifigure by mistake, and there might have been a couple of pieces.
There is one mistake that I'm not worried about. Is this bit on the wheel here? See the wheel bit here?
Yeah.
It's a 4x4 brick, and the thing is, it's not here, and we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6x6. So I'm wondering if someone stuck that there, or it's not there.
Oh, you might have got the wrong. So have you not got the 4x? Have you not got that 4-piece in?
No, it's not there.
Oh, so maybe they've given you the wrong piece then.
Yeah.
Can you if you add it in for support, will it get in the way of anything? Can you do that? Or?
I'll have to come across it. I think I might have one. I might have to rub one.
If you got a spare one, just add it in, just in case it gets important later on. You can just use that one at a later date.
That's it. Yeah, brilliant.
All right. Brilliant, well, good luck with that. I'll catch back up with you in a little while, sir. Enjoy both. Enjoy. Right. So that sucks when that happens. It was COVID time. It was one of those things. It was one of them. I remember with the Ninjago Gardens, I was missing, and it happens, all the internals to one of the bags. So say, for example, it was bag 20 and it needed 2 internals. I was missing both of them because I had like the head, but I didn't have the torso or the legs, and I was missing loads of bits. Sorted it out straight away. It was just what it is. So with regards to me, what are we at now? So we are an hour and 10 in, 45 more minutes and I'm done. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do another 45 minutes, depending on how long this bag takes in the next one, obviously, and what the numbers are doing and everything else. But we are on bag number 13. And some of these bags are much chunkier. So bag number 13, comes with hand. Trigger happy hand it comes with. So I've got my internal. Some of these have got 2. Some of these have the 1. Now, as I'm pouring this out, I also, right, that's empty, want to see what the Bricklink is doing and if it's working. So let's get back onto this. We know it's all funded. There's 44 minutes left. I just wonder. 13 minifigures it comes with that. It's just taking a long time to load. I wonder if I just go through the website, get off that, go back in. Bricklink Designer Program, current series. No, still not. That's annoying. Let's go over the payment and shipping. It's all received 3,000 orders because it's saying that it's done. So I need some. It's a shame. It's a shame. So we'll just keep plodding on, and if not, I'll just do something tomorrow to play catch up with it. So back to this one. Spin this back round, and we will carry on. But no, we've got some really good questions tonight. So keep those questions coming in with regards to everything else. I've got a thing. Do you like a giveaway that has something that you need? I think that's what we should say, because obviously this is different, because like the giveaways with the lightsabers and stuff, you don't really need them. Whereas the Star Trek Enterprise, and apparently it's just rumors. Well, we know it's coming because you've just seen what I've done with regards to the Star Trek thing. And again, with the Lord of the Rings, with the Schmeagol and Deagle and Beagle and all the other Eagles, those minifigures are wanted, but you can only get them with the giveaway at that time of purchase. So do you get a set depending on what the giveaway is and how important that giveaway is to that set? Because, of course, if you're going to get an exclusive minifigure and it stays exclusive, that giveaway gets very, very expensive very, very quickly. So yeah, what is it you want? Because I think this one, they just is dirty because it just goes in there and it fitted, and it's not like if they'd done the Falcon in that scale, for example, and it was just extra, and you just said, oh, you could have it flying around or you could swap it, then I don't think it would have mattered as much. But the fact that they've just gone, oh, we've left a perfect space for this giveaway, by the way, I know for a lot of people would then think the set's incomplete. I was saying to Jay with the lives when we were doing it, like, would I be fussed if I didn't have it? Probably not. I would potentially, I did then think, well, is this a giveaway that I could build up later? Again, very much potential that could have been the case. But when it comes to a minifigure, you haven't got a chance. Sometimes those minifigures, as we know, are worth an absolute fortune, and yeah, it sucks. So it's a game to be played. Obviously, with me, if it's something that's important, then you would have to get it day one. If not, kind of wait for double points, because it is sort of one of those things. So yeah, we just have to wait and see with regards to, will they actually stop the giveaway? Will this giveaway actually sell out? Because if you've noticed on the Lego website, it's still going strong. I said yesterday the depth of this. So this, we all know what the length of these things are. They're long. Now, in the instruction booklet, it looks like it's level with the platform at the top, but it actually goes on the bit underneath it, which is the full length of this. So it goes right up to the top. So just it's deceiving how big this thing is with regards to depth already, and I'm hoping that we're not going to carry on turning everything upside down and putting everything inside out, because it's gonna. I don't want the pieces to start falling off, because that would not be fun at all. Right, we are bridging the gap on that one, so that stops the wobble. Again, I appreciate things like that, because I'm actually looking at a giveaway now from one of the others, which is the troop transporter for the clones. Which again, if you're making dioramas up, that thing could have just been bought, because you need multiple ones of them. So some of the giveaways this year, I'm not 100% sure what they're thinking with regards to why they've done what they've done. It's asking me to turn it, but I can't quite figure out. Right, but that's why they've added the bright colours in, because you can use them as the markers. So you've got yellow, blue, blue, and then I'm going to have to stand up. That's bad, isn't it? I have to stand up so I can actually see in its hole. So we are all the way down there, and it looks like we are level with the instruction booklet, but we are not. I did wonder how long it was going to be until I had to start to stand up, because these pieces, I tell you what, if you had fat fingers, you would be in trouble. Starting now, that could be a bit tearful for people. So we'll be interested to see the feedback on that. And I can imagine a lot of people just did this, absolutely blitzed it, and just did it in a huge sitting. I did say if I got the Falcon again, I would do it in much longer sittings. I'll see if I can just do it in 2 sittings over a weekend. I think I actually said I'd try and do it in 1 sitting, but that might be a bit ambitious, because well, it's Technic. I did it wrong last time. It would all fall apart. There'd be tears. It'd be emotional for me. Very, very funny for you guys and girls, but it would definitely suck. Definitely suck for me. Standing back up again. That go flush. Clever. Very, very, very clever. Right, we've got those there. That goes at the back. Yeah, it covers the. Again, as I said this yesterday, they haven't done anything to up the brick count, because after finding that piece yesterday, and it's a bit that I've never seen before, where it could have been 3 pieces on top of each other, and what we used 4 of those, and it was just 4 pieces rather than it being 12. Yeah, you then start thinking, all right, yeah, fair enough. They've really done everything that they possibly can. So far, the building experience, I said it yesterday, apart from me not actually being able to see the instruction booklet, just because of the glare, it's been a breeze. And it really has. It's been good. I think I said yesterday, it's been a breath of fresh air, is what I said yesterday, I think, which makes a big difference when it comes to these sets. Now, what are we doing now? So that can go over there. It looks like hopefully we should get erect quite quickly. So we're going to have one there. Have you noticed I haven't put any stickers in for ages either, which is great, considering if I was to try and put a sticker in now, I would actually have to relocate the light so I can actually see what is going on. But it looks like we're building a slab of something. I think that's 3. We've got 1 there, there's 2, and there's the 3rd. And then that one goes on there, and that one hooks underneath. Just on by, I don't like it when it's on by one, just on one stud. But then they've got the support up top, so then you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry as much. So that covers that one, and then we've got a long one. 2 long ones. I think that's what we need. Long length and a long length. 1, there's 2, and then all of a sudden, something that long is nice and Nice and sturdy, so you can't go wrong with that one. Right, what we saying on here? Giveaway can be a reason for first day purchase instead of waiting for a discount. For me, it's blindingly nice. Actually, this we have somebody. His name is just he's just appeared like something from Star Trek and Star Wars. As I was reading that comment, a name just appeared. I don't think anybody else had seen. He's here, ladies and gentlemen, in purple. Mr. J. Dodwell, make yourself aware to everybody. Good evening to you, sir.
Hello, I've finished work. I've come home. I bought some Lego. I quickly checked my emails, and there was a link in my email, so I've clicked it, and here I am live.
Here we are. So I sent him this link ages ago on the off chance that he might be available, because of course it is Bricklink Day today. Which, as you're here, is it working for you?
They seem to have changed it, so they no longer show you the tally.
Well, no, that's not true, because I was on at 4 p.m. and it was there, and it was also moving at 4:30 this afternoon.
Right. Okay. Well, it's not
it
now.
was
Every set
working.
says it's funded. I can tell you that much. When you click on them, it tells you they're all funded, but that is as much as I know.
Okay. Well, yeah. So just to get you up to speed, because I've had the afternoon off. 4 o'clock, I checked just to see what was going on. 4:30, I've even got a photo on my phone as proof that nothing had funded within the first half an hour. 10 minutes before I went live, the whole website had crashed, and where you've got everybody's name, it was all like weird logos beside it. So something had gone wrong. We've had people in the comments saying that it was a bit of a pain in the backside to actually get the sets.
Well, it loaded very slowly for me when I got back.
It's loading slowly for me. So normally it's at a rapid pace. But we've had loads of people in the chat, and Mr. Lego King is building his haunted house in the background.
Right.
So I don't know if you've seen Mr. Lego King. So Mr. Lego King
I
is
have
here.
Nothing. I've seen you live this evening. I saw you were live yesterday evening, but I have had zero time to watch either,
Right.
so I don't even know what we built.
We're going to throw him in. So we've now got a three-way on the screen for the first ever time. So Lego King, Jay, and myself are all here. So
Hello.
Lego King's building the haunted house in the background, and we're just checking him in with him from time to time. So he is there, and he's now gone. And are you happy with what you've bought?
To be quite honest with you, I have bought them blind. So I have gone. There has been two sets I wanted in this. So the Gold Mine Expedition and the Outlaw Forest Den. I literally got home from work, ran up here, added them to my basket, checked out, and then left. So I haven't even looked at them, but I have purchased them.
So you got the two that you wanted, and at that time, it didn't have a bar going across, no?
No, there's no bar. Just got me my funded logo now. I'm seeing that was around 6 o'clock probably. I was doing that.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on.
I'm wondering if it's only a 7-day funding period, which doesn't seem very long. I'm sure it was longer than that previously. So are they just going to literally leave these open for 7 days, sell as many as you want, and because they changed it last time when they started adding
it says all once it sells out.
Yeah. But you've got no way of telling when it sells out because there's no bar.
No. No, I don't. I'm assuming things are going to improve over the next time. And we're just talking about giveaway purchases, Jay. I know you've been thrown in right at the deep end, not knowing what's going on. But for you, does a giveaway purchase make you want to buy it day one? In fact, I'll get Mr. Lego King on this bit as well, so we can all discuss this very, very quickly. Okay. So Jay goes first. If you got a giveaway purchase, say for example, what I was talking about was the Star Trek, which is extremely important with regards to the minifigure. Do you think you've got an option but to get it day one, Jay?
For me, no. I would be in day one. The reason they get me on a day one set is the GWP. If there's no GWP, then I will usually either wait for double points or, because we're in the UK, the sales are quite frequent, so I'd wait for that. The GWP is literally the reason to buy the set. Hence, I want Arkham Asylum. I've got a front row ready in the Lego City to put it, but there was no GWP and there was no double points. So I was like, well, there's no incentive me to buy this right now. And I know I've got around 18 months as a minimum to purchase the set. So whereas with the Star Trek set, I've already been saving my points for day one because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a GWP with that, with an exclusive minifigure. And even if you don't want it in the future, well, you can always sell it on after that. So I did the same with the sail barge. So I didn't want Luke's lightsaber, kept it for a year, and I sold it at Toy Fair for about £100. So that was £100 sale on that is better than double points on the sail barge. So yes, if there's a decent GWP, even if you don't want it, it sometimes helps for either future selling, or if you do want it, then it's going to be cheaper than buying it later on the aftermarket. Because even if you get double points, then if you still need to buy the GWP, well, you've probably spent more than double points on the gift with purchase. So it's a definitely good little marketing strategy they like to do. So it does.
That is true. That's been a topic of conversation this evening in the chat. What about you, King? Are you on the fence with giveaways, or do you like it with a new set?
I mean, I totally agree. I mean, look at the Lord of the Rings. I mean, the Smeagol set. I didn't think of the what was it? The dragon from the Mordor, the GWP. But as you know, it went up in the aftermarket. For me, it's the same as Jay or any. For me, like Jay. Yeah, so for me, guys, it's the same. I mean, without the GWP, I don't really want to be going and purchasing the set, because it gives you that, that insensitive, I want to get it. But it depends what it is, like you said. Some of the GWPs are really terrible. I mean, you had that lady, Emily Pankhurst, the first lady that flew over in her plane. And I mean, I didn't really care about the value of it, but it's a bit disappointing that Lego don't give us sometimes a minifigure that we was actually looking for to go with it, an exclusive minifigure. Because some of the sets we've got out, they don't have the actual minifigure with it. And I think that would entice people. And I think getting the GWP is two sides to it as well, bad sides to it, because it runs out. There's been a time that I got the the Simpsons, as you know, and I pre-ordered it, and they was quite naughty and not giving me the bit where they sit indoors, you know, of the TV and stuff. Obviously,
you missed that by a day, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I thinking I spent all that money. I bought it anyway, and I've got it. But that's besides the point. Yeah, I do like the GWP gift with purchase. Summer likes it as well. Yeah, you do, don't you? So yeah, so it's all good.
No, good. No, good. That has been a thing. Now we've got somebody in the chat. I don't know if you recognise this name, but it's Cheeky Monkey Kiara. It says, "Have you started to build yet?" Now, Mr. Lego King is building the haunted house. Jay, what are you actually building? Are you just sort of like, I don't know why I'm here?
Well, I started the Daily Bugle about 3 months ago, and haven't touched it since. So in about that 3 months, I haven't put a brick together.
So I know you and Cheeky Monkey have been extremely busy, but just to make you aware, in Smith's, there is a huge sale for the shaft that you are missing for Harry Potter.
Oh, the new one or the older one?
The new one. There's some length. So I will show you this length and everybody else. I've done a video on it already because I've had some time. So I will go on to Smith's. Now, Smith's at the moment have their offer running where if you spend a certain amount of money, you get money off. So as you guys can see, £5.50, 10 for 100. Now this is all in a video, so feel free to write a comment on both. But with regards to the Harry Potter Lego, the length is in it. So they've got a huge saving on the castle. As we're coming down, it's £179.
Yeah.
So from 229 to 179.
I've never seen that in a Smith store. I wonder if it's only on their website.
So this
didn't even know they had it.
So it's there. So if you want to get it, it's £179 plus the £10 off. So it's £169, home delivery free, and it is available in stock as well, in store.
So that's like 10% then off of every 100 then basically, £10.
But what they've done for now until the 9th, I think it's to the 9th, they also have a sale on any single Lego set in store. Everything is in a sale, and then it's an extra £10 off.
Oh, wow.
So the Falcon is in a huge sale. That's down from 7 down to 5. You're talking there's big stuff in here. And I don't know where it's come from. It's been running.
I'm checking my local store. It is in stock. So I wonder if it's either on the top shelf and they've never noticed it, or they've literally just got it in. It's gone into the sale.
So there's I've done a full breakdown sale video of everything from John Lewis, Argos, and Smiths, and that one I saw and I was like, I've got to tell Jay because that is the one that you. Oh, I say you. Is Cheeky Monkey is the one that's been.
I have nothing to do with this Harry Potter.
No, that's Jay washes his hands with that comment. It's like I don't want anything to do with it. But no, across the board in the UK at the moment in Smiths, there's huge savings on anything and everything. So yeah, so it is there. So you got options if you want to spend some money. You can also spend some money on those little bits and pieces. But yeah, it's an interesting thing. So, Mr. Lego King, I'll let you carry on building in the background, sir, so you guys and girls can carry on building.
Yeah,
and I'll catch back up with you in about 10 minutes or so. So, Jay, with regards to any other purchases, are you now waiting until the Star Trek?
In terms of Lego, yes, because in the world of 6-inch and 12-inch action figures, in just a couple of days' time, it is New York Comic Con. So there is going to be an astronomical amount of reveals from New York Comic Con. So make sure to subscribe to Jay's Toy Collection UK for full live stream coverage later this week. But yeah, that's going to be very expensive.
When are you going live for that as well, by the way?
Potentially Thursday around 6 p.m., I do believe, for the Marvel Legends and Star Wars, and then maybe something I might be doing pre-recorded late on Friday, early on Saturday for McFarlane Toys and Mondo. So there's going to be a lot of different coverage. Lego don't usually show a lot. They sometimes turn up at New York, but not usually with reveals.
No, it's a shame because I was hoping that if they were going, because you're going to MCM as well, aren't you?
Yes, I will be at MCM Comic Con in London 25th of October, I do believe, the Saturday.
So the only thing that will get me there is if Jay sends me a message when he arrives and goes, the Lego booth needs to be filmed, get on up. And I will come up for the day and film it, because I went there last time and it was all to do with the game. And they had
Lego
about
games, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, that wasn't a problem, but they had like 5 sets on display. And I'm like, well, I came all the way this way to London to, obviously, I don't get paid by Lego whatsoever, don't get me wrong. But it was the game. And I thought really it was a bit of a weak booth is what I thought. But again, Hasbro did a good one on that with regards to the paneling and different bits and pieces. So are you looking forward to MCM?
Yeah, it's going to be a busy weekend. I think hopefully try and schedule some interviews myself and do some filming of the Marvel Legends and all things of that as well. So hopefully I'll get some good coverage to come from the weekend.
So for those people that don't understand what you mean about interviews, plug it. What is it? What have you got the privilege of doing?
Hopefully I will be able to get some interviews with the designers directly from Hasbro, so the Marvel Legends designers and the G.I. Joe designers. So hopefully have a little chat with them and record the actual panel as well. If that should be, hopefully, we're in talks. Hopefully that should all come through. Yeah,
that's a serious achievement. You should be. I say this every single time. It's like you say it like it's nothing. It's like, oh yeah, just got get invited up to MCM and blah 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 blah. It's a stepping stone. It is a stepping stone. It is amazing.
Keeps me busy. Got a very long Mr. Fantastic just chilling with me here. He's on my desk. Hang on.
You've reminded me. Hang on. Wait for it. So again, I got excited about this for Jay. As we come down, and I'll get Lego King back in for this because he is a Marvel fan. So I think he's struggling with pieces. Don't panic. It's all right. Don't worry. 2, 1, and he's back in. I saw him. I thought he dropped a piece on the floor then. So with the Marvel stuff, look, there it is. Fantastic Four, 54 down to 42.
Wow.
So Jay, that's on your wish list, isn't it?
That is on my list. Yeah, that will be one I will be picking up at some point, but that's a decent chunk of that one.
Saving. So with regards to the Batman, so this has been a thing as well, because I know both you boys are into your Batman. Bagman.
Batman mad. We're going batty.
With regards to this, the car's down from 89 to 77, so there's a bit of a saving. But also the Two-Face minifigure car.
That's the one I want
massively. Hang on, Batman Lego. They got a lot. They got a lot of Batman stuff on the Smiths website. So
How much
77
is the car?
there, 42.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
And Arkham is coming to Smiths.
Uh-huh.
So the first is expected on the 1st of January, Jay. So
I've got the tumbler already with Two-Face, so I'm all right.
There we go then.
There you go. So that's pretty cool. So
you can't go wrong with that. But
well, I can't go wrong with that. I also have got the older exclusive minifigures still in a box from Toys R Us. Some of the old Batman ones. So
yeah, it's got the one with the bunny ears in, isn't it? The pack of 4.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and the one with all the money and the Roman soldier. Oh, I love Batman.
Yeah,
I love these.
They're worth a little bit of a small fortune. Right, I can't carry on building, sir. Get that next bag done, and I'll catch back up your progress in a minute or so's time. So yeah, Jay, with regards to the bits and pieces on here, what are your thoughts now with Arkham? Because Arkham's now going to be coming to Smiths on the 1st of January. Now we have spoken about this before with regards to the bigger Marvel sets coming, but because there's no giveaway involved, if this isn't, this won't be a purple label, I don't think, if it's not coming out until January. So surely this is going to go into a sale.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I held off without the GWP. They'd put something with it as a GWP that would have enticed me, and especially if it had an exclusive minifigure like Two-Face or Clayface. Like, come on, where is Clayface? That's getting stupid now. We need a Clayface.
Well, is he a sticker in that set?
Yeah, he's a sticker in that set. I have the buildable version of him from the movie, but I just want a minifigure of Clayface. So there was there's references to him, but yeah, so that will be at least that will be a potential sale job in the future. So I won't be.
Well, the fact it is coming to for us Smiths and obviously especially John Lewis is an amazing thing because it means you get money knocked off.
Lots of sales I think upcoming. I think even Lego is starting some form of sale. I've been seeing posts about today, tomorrow. So,
yeah, I've already the video I've done today covers everything that is in a sale. So the stuff that is in a sale so far is all of the Chinese New Year stuff. That's now made the first sale, and then there's obviously going to be my good grief. I've done a thing. I've just put a platform in. That massive black slab is that huge platform. This thing is massive.
Yeah.
And it's sturdy as well. It's sturdy. But there's your stickers. You've got to put them on first. So the stickers that you don't like go on first, Jay. So that is, yeah. But it's taller than I thought it was going to be. The platform is massive. So the platform that you can't see on the Lego website is that bit there, where it's got 2 stickers in mind, which are parallel stickers. Is that how they actually get back out the ship? Because I can't remember ever seeing that.
No, I don't particularly know, because they'll fly out the back, out the space section, out the opening. So,
well, yeah, you would have thought so, wouldn't you? You would have thought that would have made some sort of
them in there.
Oh yeah, you'd have thought that would have made.
I'll be a brief cameo for me this evening because I've got to go film a video. I've got to go make dinner. So
go! I'm glad. Thank you for popping in. I'll drop you a message once this finishes, dude. Take care. Thank you for coming in. Bye. Plug yourself. Plug. Where can you be found?
Follow me on YouTube here at Jay's Toy Collection UK.
What's your next video? What are you doing now? What's your video?
Don't even know. So I need to come up with the concept. So I will.
Right. So go over to Jay's channel once his live finishes, and you will see whatever Jay is going to be making up on the fly, getting back late from work. And congratulations on your Bricklink stuff, sir. Because there's been plenty of people in the chat saying that they've struggled to get their stuff.
At some point, I will look at the sets I purchased, but the minute they've just been purchased, they're in the list. So
right. Go eat some food, and I will catch up with you soon. Thank you for popping in.
See you later.
Right, he's gone. There he is. Right, so we are back to full screen. Mr. Lego King is still building bits and pieces in the background. And the next comments come straight in. So we have got, I was waiting for this one, Arkham Asylum, since it leaked. But let me tell you that the minifigure selection was a deal breaker for me. So, yeah, Lego King was saying that yesterday. Abachi, we'll get him back in. Because it's just easy having one person on the screen at the time having a chit chat. So, talking about the Arkham Asylum and the minifigures, they were a letdown for you as well?
Yeah, I totally agree because even hey Summer, Summer agrees as well because they were all in the prison suits, and I was just like, really, I thought it would have been good maybe to have Joker in the prison suit, but like the new CMFs at the moment, they do different head varieties, which is quite interesting. So with the new Spider-Man ones, they come with 2 different heads. So you've got the choice of if you want it to be like this, if you want it to be like that. So with the
Yeah, that's it.
Arceum, it would have been really interesting if they changed it about and gave him a different torso. So you could
Yeah.
have the choice of having the prison outfit, but them all being in the orange outfits, it was remind me of like they all look like Ronald McDonald
Yeah.
sitting in a McDonald's. But apart from that, I'm impressed with it. I mean, the Arceum looks absolutely great, and I mean you could always buy some individual off the aftermarket or like some on eBay, or if you're in America, I don't know where you guys get your stuff, or in the Philippines, where you could just order a normal Batman figures and stick them in there. I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly those ones, but yeah, I'm a bit disappointed with it, and the fact that they didn't do a GWP with it. It would have been nice to get like the Batman searchlight like they did before, one that lit up, or
Yeah.
Golden Commissioner, or a little Golden Commissioner car, you know, like because he was always like Batman or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a bit of a letdown.
Yeah, because obviously Jay's off, as I said, he was extremely busy today, so I massively appreciate his time for coming in, because I know it's very valuable when he's very, very, very busy. But he's seen this set in person, and he said it looks fantastic. The stickers are a shambles, and he's annoyed about the minifigures because he actually backtracked last year an old Arkham Asylum to put into his Lego City scale display on his shelf. Heard that there's supposed to be an Arkham Asylum. Originally, we all thought it was going to be a base plate and a half. So he sold that, and the set he sold actually had all the torsos that he needed for this set. So he was miffed. So
yeah,
I don't know why they didn't just re-release those minifigures with a dual molded face, because they obviously had them in the locker. So it's something that they could have done. But they didn't. So I think, yeah, with regards to a lot of people, I'm going to get it. I've got space for the Lego Disaster Series stuff, the Lego theme park things. I've done, they're about 6-7 weeks old now before I went away to the Philippines. I've made space for those kinds of things. It's behind me there. But again, luckily for me, there was no giveaway because I wasn't even available to get it at the actual time, and I'm not going to be getting it down until next week.
One of the best minifigures for me that I like in it is Bane.
There's some nice. If you can get the right torsos, it's just a shame that they didn't just give you a mashup of minifigures from like '66, all of them, like just a couple from each genre.
Yeah, I mean, I own every single Batman CMF collectible series, and I think there was like 32, and there's like 64 together, which is quite a lot. And there's the Batman, the Cave Batman. There's the Fairy Batman, and there's all different varieties of Joker, and they've got the Harlequin as well. And they're really cool. But the thing is, I don't know why every Batman set, it does get let down a bit with the same Jokers, repetitive. The only Joker that was different was the one with the DC car, I think it was, the black one, because he had the moustache in it. From the movie,
so the pink car. So the 66 you're talking about, where it's got the classic Bruce Wayne, where he's obviously in his different cape, but that mustache that they gave him was because the actor actually refused to shave. So they actually added that in on the minifigure. So when they put all the white makeup on, he had his mustache underneath, and they added that in as a bit of an Easter egg reference. So
interesting.
There is bits and pieces. So with regards to how many bags have you? Where are you within the bag at the moment?
We're on bag 3 still, but soon we're about to make a bigger bag 4.
So talking of Batman, for everybody at home, that's the tumbler, and that's the one that comes with Two-Face, everyone. But I made I made a little X-wing and stuck him on the top. So nice. I think is that the Scarecrow? Is that the Scarecrow? Am I wrong?
That one comes with the Scarecrow. Yeah, so you got the Batwing on top, and then you've got the Scarecrow, and obviously that Scarecrow is very. Well, I think it's supposed to, because that is obviously the Tumbler. So that's the Christian Bale Tumbler, and that's the Scarecrow from the Dark Knight trilogy.
So this is not the one with Two-Face in it, then, that comes in the big car.
There was a different Batmobile, a bit different Tumbler, came with a Two-Face a long time ago. But if you want the Two-Face, you need to get the new Tumbler. So while we have the technology, if we go onto the actual Lego website,
Yeah, that'd be nice. And there's this
we
one. I
can
don't
have
know
a
where
look.
Silver Batman.
Tumblr. Right, Batman Tumblr. Right, we are on to that. That is what we're looking at. So what you have the choices of is that you got the blue one, which is the animation. That's where it comes with Mr. Freeze and Harley Quinn. The new Tumblr, which is the less chunky of it, because you've got the same version as me. And what they've done is they've redone it now. This is the one that's in sale at Smith's. And it's this one where it comes with the Joker from the really expensive Tumblr. So this is the Heath Ledger Joker, which is an amazing face print, different suit, but also it comes with this Two-Face minifigure. So if we scroll through,
Oh wow, didn't know that.
Look at that. That is incredible.
Yes,
and that's
why
very cool. That's why they've done it with this, because everybody wants this. But you can see the suits burnt on the one side, but it's also the first opportunity to get Heath Ledger as the Joker, because I've got the big UCS Tumblr, and that's what it came with. And I think this one, the Batman, which is obviously the Christian Bale Batman, also comes with the cape that's stiff. So this was the first Batman that came with the stiff cape, and now you can get it in Lego City form.
It came out on one of the Lego magazines, I believe. So when you go into a shop and you can get a little magazine, it was $4.99. So that was pretty good for people that couldn't afford it, or the younger viewers that would like to get it. And much better cape.
Yeah, so the cape's that's now the new style of cape, and it will, I would imagine, come with a cloth cape so you can actually sit in the Tumblr. But no, that's the first time I've seen this variation of the Two-Face with the burnt suit and the burnt face, and obviously the half hairpiece.
Can I ask you a question? And people at home, does anyone prefer the new capes, or do you prefer the old material ones?
To be honest, the new style capes are 100 times better, I think, because they've obviously done it for the Doctor Strange, and you've got that cape with your Doctor Strange set. Because don't forget, original Doctor Stranges came with like the old Batman cape, which is the Superman cape, the red one. The new Superman.
I'll show you it. 1 minute, I'll grab you it. Yeah, that is it.
Yeah, so they all come with this sort of much more latexy, stiffer cape.
Yeah, so they come with. Yeah, they come with this cape, don't
they? Let me just make you large, solo layer. Yeah, so that's the style, that one. Yeah, that's it. So that rubber cape's great. It also makes a minifigure stand up better because you can lean it back on the cape. The only thing is it doesn't fit in the cars. So you need the cloth cape for it to sit down as well, because it just doesn't fit, which is a little bit of annoying thing. But no, it's a cool cape, and also it comes with all the amazing blast effects as well. So with regards to your build, where are you stopping?
So we're now number bag 35. And just to show you at home earlier, if anybody missed it, because I was saying there was some Easter eggs to do with the haunted house, and they had the original Megatron plates, and there they are there. So they would use them on the dashboard, when they're doing the oh, there it is. Oh, sorry, so use them on the So we've got that. They're iconic. So they're from the space set 1990. God, we're going back. So we've got those, and then we're going back in time. Yes, and then we've got this far, which is pretty cool at the moment. Summer's done so well. I think she's got a bit using the brain.
Yeah, so, well done, Summer. So what are you going to do? You're just going to finish that bag off, and then how much left of that bag you got? Are you finished?
How many bags have we got that now? So 36.
No, the bag that you're on. How much more of bag 3 have you got to do?
We've got about 3. We've got 3 bags. We've got 3 bags. We've got about half a bag left.
You got about half a bag left. So you're going to try and finish that bag before you wrap it up. Or are you going to stop soon?
Definitely, we're going to wrap the bag up, I think, because it's never good to stop halfway through because it gets confusing. I think I'll finish it up.
Are you going to finish the bag that you're on, or are you going to stop now?
No, I'm going to finish the bag I'm on.
Right, all right. So what I'll do then is I'll open bag 14. I'll finish bag 14, and you can crack on with that. And then we'll see where we're at, because this is going to take me about 10-15 minutes, and I'm going to start to end the stream. So.
Yeah, no worries.
I'll finish in about 10 minutes time. So we'll see how you get on. I'll be on here for another 10 minutes, get this done, and then we'll see where you've got to.
We'll see you in 10 minutes then.
All right. Enjoy both. Enjoy. Right. So where are we? We've all gone. Oh yeah, because we're on the solo layout. There we go. Look at that technology. So that's all to do with that. So this is a good point. It was on sale everywhere, but I do believe that tumbler, which is this one, is much smaller than the one that me and Mr. Lego King were talking about, because the one that I've got is literally 16 studs wide. It takes up a whole little base plate. So I'm now going to tuck in to this bag number 14, and we'll get this done. Yeah, we'll tuck into this one, finish this, and then we'll be done. So we'll see what we've got. It looks like we've got a twirly stick. Yeah, we've got a twirly stick. So we'll see what we get on with this. And then once I finish this bag, we will be ending the stream. So where are we on this? Hopefully this just goes together quite quickly, because I think everybody's going to start getting hungry. It's starting getting to that time where people want food and all that kind of thing. So I'm now struggling to reach, to be honest, with regards to how far this is coming over. So those first few pieces have gone on smoothly, which is great. So in case you are following at home, page 214, step 336, and yeah, it's going all right. And to answer Cheeky Monkey's question, I'm assuming it was also aimed at me. Yeah, just starting to smash this set out quite nicely. It's been a pleasant build so far, which is really nice. So yeah, hopefully it carries on this nice, and then yeah, we just keep plodding on for the last part of this bag, and then job is a good one. So where are we? That one going on there. We've got a single bit. So again, with regards to the pieces that have been used, nothing is done on purpose to add up the brick count. It's all very, very solid. Very, very impressed actually with regards to just what bits have been used. Are they different lengths? Or something gone wrong? Not the time for something to go wrong, to be honest. No, it hasn't gone wrong. That is right. I just couldn't see that there's two studs on show because this light is leaving such a glare. That will be changed for the next live, and then we can really tuck into this and get this built nice and quickly. Right, Technic, first bit. So we have got the first time we've got a Technic pin going in a doodah, and that is another Technic pin. So it's taken 340 steps to insert a Technic rod into a Technic piece. And it's only because I'm assuming that this is going to be the structure for the Twizzly lift. And then, yeah, I think, going by what I have learned, that this goes up floor by floor by floor. And they have done a larger version of the bit that they used in the Harry Potter, which is never a bad thing, which is this thing just here. And in the Harry Potter, it worked very, very well. So I wonder if that was a test for this, because it was in the giveaway. That's what it was used in first, I do believe. And then, of course, of the parts usage, there's lots of others. So that's clever. Yeah. I'd say that's a clever thing. And obviously, the first bit that doesn't fit is trying to get this bit on here, because the rod is pushing against. So you have to get the Technic beats absolutely perfect. Could you imagine me, there we go, trying to do the Falcon live without having a heart attack for the second time? I would end up just going bizarre, even more ballistic, there's the word, than what I normally do, because I do not agree doing Technic with Lego. But in this scenario, it's going to work perfectly well, because it's all going to link up with the lift nicely. And again, with the pace that this is going together, when you get into the rhythm of it, and as long as it keeps overlapping as it is, everything seems to be sturdy enough. Everything seems to be okay. Yeah, it should be all right. So it looks like oh, there we go. I was about to say, it looks like you're building the shaft up, and I was about to say that's starting to get in the way. Why is that supposed to be? There we go. Got it, done. First bit that falls out, the Technic piece. That is the only bit that's I've pushed down. It's fallen out. Everything else so far, surprisingly, has been super sturdy, which is amazing. But we are, really flying on this bit. Because like I said, because the pieces are so big, and when you do get into the rhythm of everything, they're really easy to find. So yeah, if we can keep this pace, it's not going to take long at all. And then poor Summer can go and get some munch, because that's bearing in mind those bags for the haunted house are a lot bigger than these bags. So the fact that they're well into bag 3, they have done a serious amount of bricks. But I think they want to try and get it done for Halloween. It'd be quite nice if they could get it done for Halloween, because you get to enjoy the set nicely, especially over the Halloween period with all the little pumpkins and all that kind of thing. And you can just add in all of the spooky minifigures, which I am sure Lego King will have all of the horror minifigures. So depending if they're in a frame or not, you could add them in as a bit of a scare fest, which is nice. So that's the computer a little bit done, looking neat and tidy. That bit goes in there. Honestly, I can't get over the fact of just how big this base now is. Huge. It is huge. So it looks completely flat. I say this all the time. It looks flat on the Lego website. I cannot. That is, well, it's over a base plate wide, because we know it's just over a base plate in depth. So yeah, it's deep. And the fact that then it comes back in on itself, because that's where you see it flat on the Lego website. But 3 by 3, it's going to start filling up. It's going to start filling up quite quick. So I think, because I've got the opportunity to, I'm going to go live again tomorrow, and then we're just going to see where we're at with everything. And then more than likely, it will start to slow down to sort of 2 or 3 live streams a week. And it'll be about, I've worked out I could probably do about an hour and a half to 2 hours each time, because I am limited to the amount of hours that I can use this software for a month. So that's also the other thing that I'm considering. But as this set is still relatively new, I think people are quite intrigued and sat on the fence with it. I will do what I can to build it up with everybody, and then go live at different times. But we're definitely going to be going live on a Sunday. That is going to be a thing that I'm just going to do every Sunday. And then potentially live streams on the Thursdays as well. But Tuesday wasn't really on the radar, but nor was Monday, to be honest. But because of this Bricklink, which we will check again, keep forgetting that. Looking at it in the background, no, still not. It's just got the pre-orders. It's not letting us know. It's not letting us know what is going on with that still. I've decided to just jump on and do this, because I thought that the Bricklink was going on later on in the week. For some reason, I thought it was Wednesday, but messed up on that one when I did the video before. I was like, oh, hang on. So basically the video that I did at lunchtime today, I could have just done live. That's what I could have done. I could have just done live and not done what I'm doing now, but I didn't, because I'm a moron. And we're at where we're at. So not many pieces left to go on this. I keep saying this, the highlight of green is really helpful, because it does mean that every time you turn the page, you can kind of, you can just put it on quite quick. And I know I haven't got it, I keep saying I've not got it set up perfectly, But this bag has not taken too long at all. We've got 2 individual studs. That one, that one. So yeah, at the moment, I've been pleasantly surprised with just how sturdy this set is. And yeah, there is no way. I just don't understand how. Oh, I do understand how, because it's been photoshopped. If they took photos of this set rather than photoshopping it, oh hello, I would have imagined we might have got some nicer images, but they're not going to change it. Because I still don't think they've changed the X-Men set, where they've got the minifigures in the wrong clothing and the wrong face and stuff like that. It's just, yeah, it is what it is. But we're making the top of the lift. Well, I say the top of the lift, the next section that goes on the top. And then there's the twirly bit at the back. So it's impressive. It is impressive. And then we're just carrying on building up. Now, because I know, obviously going by the box, the levels of these things, this now, my hand is in line with my shoulder. So we're only there. So we are, the prison cell bit goes here. So depending on how high this, I'm assuming then, depending on how high this bit is, will determine the height of the next level above. But this bit is twice as high. So we've got multiple rooms on this side, and then we've got a big room coming up on this side. So there's there's a lot to this. A lot to this. Right, I am actually going to have to get a seat that's taller than this, because I either need a lower table or a higher seat. I'm going to have to get like cushions to sit on, because literally after this bag, when we start getting a little bit taller, I'm not going to be able to reach. So it's like when you, I need to grow is what I need to do. So that's something else that I need to add to the list to figure out for the next live stream. Move the lighting, potentially move the location of you, and then be a little bit taller when it comes to this. Oh no, every time I say this is going to be the last bag, they did this to me yesterday. Stickers. Sticker number 14 is going on. So we added 7 stickers yesterday. This is the first sticker to add, and there's 2 12s, 2 13s, and 2 14s. And what we are doing, what are we doing? Hang on. Oh, we're adding. That's horrible. I can't even get that one off. The one beside it wants to come off, so that one's coming off first. We're adding a sticker to the curve right at the end. This is the bits where people don't like doing. Is it an equal sticker? It is. Which way? No, it's not. God, I need to put that one upside down. That'd be embarrassing. Right, so it's double, triple, single. Double, triple, single, and a black band. Yeah. Doing it raw. In the words of Ace Ventura, like a glove. So there you go. So that is on, and it's, to be honest, not bad. It's straight. As long as I put it on the right way, we should be good. So we've got to do that on every single level, because that is the door. That is why there is a gap, and that bit goes in. Doesn't go in anything though. So that bit looks like it's just swinging in the wind. It's a bit weird. So that bit slots in there, does it? So is that, I am lost now. Is that supposed to be a removable panel? What is this? What is going on? Right, so that bit goes like that. Everything's right so far. Okay, it's just the depth of this thing. It's just deceiving. I don't think that's right. Gotta be. Doesn't feel like it's right because there's a gap underneath it. Oh, we'll see. If I'm not left with any pieces, then I don't know. Here we go. To Tobias, good evening to you. I said this yesterday that when I saw it in store at the weekend, it is 1,000,000 times better in person than the Lego website. The Lego website pictures are dreadful. The build experience so far has been enjoyable, which makes a big change for obviously this kind of thing, because well, it can be quite painful. So yeah, so far I would say yes, but I am only on bag 14. That's actually a good place to end because I'm on the back. I've just finished the first booklet. So step 137, page 239 is the end of the first booklet. But the one thing I can't quite fathom is what this is supposed to be doing, because that isn't right. So something is not correct, and I don't know what it is. It would be right at the end. That's all built right. Let's sit in front of it. I wonder. Yeah. So if you go from the price perspective, and don't forget it's Bricklink Day today. So if people are still on the fence with regards to getting this with the giveaway or the Bricklink sets or anything like that, with regards to the value of this, it is 10 pence a brick. So you don't get Star Wars tax on it either. But yeah, so far I'm impressed. But this is the depth. It's a seriously deeper than what it looks like on the Lego website. Don't forget, it's a base plate deep, 3 wide, 3 tall. So I would be very, very honest. If it was rubbish, I would have said it. I said it with the Falcon. That was one of the worst builds I've ever done. This so far has been okay up until this point. So I'm not too sure if it's. I don't quite understand how that's supposed to sit unless the bit. That bit can't be right. So I know there's something wrong, and I can't figure out where that is, because that sits there. Okay. It sits there. No, that's not right. That can't be right. You can see the door. It's not on correctly. So I will have to have a bit of a tinker with that, because I think that it needs to be moved back or forwards. I don't quite get it, because that sits in. Like it can't go back. So I'm assuming the door's supposed to slide. It's just one bit. There's one bit on it, so I have to check it out, because that at the moment is literally off by a stud. I can't work out if top piece of this is the bit that's causing grief. It might be. That might be the problem, because that's how it sits. It sits like that. I don't know if you can see it, but it sits like that. And then that bit is supposed to slide in and under. So have I clipped, because I'm a moron? Oh, hang on. Maybe it slides. Ah, that would make sense. Ah, it doesn't make sense. This is missing a piece. I shall investigate, because that isn't right. A bit falling off. Bit falling down the shaft. It was all going so smoothly. So yeah, it's missing one bit. Oh, it's there. I stuck it to that bit, didn't I? So I put that bit in separately, put that bit in, that bit clips on, and then this goes in underneath. There we go. There we go. So yeah, that does slide. That just sits in there. So that's straight. There's the door. Ah, that's what it's supposed to do. So it's literally, that took forever, but we slide it open and closed. So that's it. I am done with that. So we are done. We are finished finally on that bag. We'll very, very quickly check in with the Lego King, see how they're getting on with that. We'll wrap it up and then we will end. So we'll get them back on the screen now. So you two, how did you get on? Did you finish?
Yeah, we nearly finished. We're going to pack it in as well. We're getting tired, but
yeah,
we're now on
don't want to do too much. Don't want to do too much. But 2 hours of building is a good going. That looks fantastic.
Yeah, so we've done the second a bit, so we're on that, and we're now on this, so it's not too bad.
Happy days. We can pause there, keep all the pieces together, and you two can just carry on. You two can carry on together. So you've done loads of that, because your bags are much bigger than mine. So between you two, you put loads of pieces together, which is super impressive.
Yeah, it was really nice as well to be on the live. Thank you everyone that tuned in as well. It was really great to see everybody, and I hope everybody gets their teeth sunk into some Lego at some point. Yeah,
that's it. We're getting to that silly season now where the weather's getting colder and everyone wants to build some bits and pieces. But I'll leave you in summer to get some food, and I'll drop your message in a little bit. So you two take care and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for joining us, Summer.
Bye.
I will speak to you two. I'll speak to you two later. So you go and stuff your faces now, you two. Well done. So that's them done. Thank you very much to those two for joining us with regards to their side of builds. Massive thanks to Jay for jumping in as well for all the little bits and pieces. So we've done another 2 hours on this, which is good. So we have finished, and that is actually a good place to finish. We've finished booklet number 1. So that is done. So that is one booklet ticked off. We have very, very few spare pieces. And I mean, when I say very, very few, I reckon at least 4 or 5 bags gave us no spare bits whatsoever. So that's it. That's all we got for the spare bits. So if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Let us know in the comment section below what you're getting on with regards to Bricklink stuff. Did you get anything? Hopefully you did, and it's working for you. This has been a pleasure to build so far, so fingers crossed that will carry on. More than likely carry on with this either tomorrow or Thursday, and then we'll just see where we're at. But again, if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You all take care, and we'll catch you next one.